Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? Hello. I need some tape. I need some tape. I need some music. Music? There's music. How's everyone doing today? Cover you up. Where's my marker? Do I have a marker? I should have a marker. Do I have a marker? I don't know if I have a marker. I do have a marker. There you go. Y'all don't need to know where I live. There we go. Yes, yes, yes. Today, today's stream is going to be a little bit shorter. It's not a holiday, but it's like a PD day or whatever the heck they're called nowadays. So we only have like 2 hours here. So I figure, hey, let's unbox a Prusa because they sent me a Prusa. Now, as you can see, this isn't an XL. This isn't even a Mark IV, but that's okay because later on, not today, because we don't have the time, we've got this, which is the, where's that actually tells you what it is. Oh, hey, look, upgrade kit and an enclosure. So we are going to pimp the Mark III, as that one Volkswagen commercial used to be. So yeah, so today's just gonna be an easy day. We're just gonna unbox this. I've built two Prusas on this channel, a Mark III and a Mark IV, but I've never done the all-in-one. So they're like, hey, do you wanna play around with the upgrade kit for the Mark III? Because you have a Mark III. I'm like, I've kind of modified my Mark III. They're like, oh, okay, so we're gonna send you an unmodified Mark III. So they did. So full disclosure, Prusa has sent me this printer along with the Mark 3.5 upgrade kit and the enclosure. That's it. They're just like, hey, we're gonna send you stuff. Do you want to do it on stream? I'm like, yep. So no money, audio. Ooh, what audio? Oh, hello. Like audio. We having audio issues already. So I'm like, hey, yeah, sure, send it. They're like, cool, do what you want. Just disclose that we sent you it. And I'm like, cool. No contract, no payments. You know, for being a Prusa shill, it doesn't pay that good. So yeah, so what we're gonna do is we need to get a baseline. So my Mark III is modified. Okay, so my Mark III is modified. I've got a Revo Roto on it. So at least we'll be able to use that as a comparison. But we need to get a baseline for prints before we go and do the 3.5 upgrade on this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get it out of the box. We're gonna do whatever testing it tells us to do. We're gonna update it to the newest version of the firmware. And then what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna load a single print up with like all the demo prints. So like one single print to print all the things. And then after we do the 3.5 upgrade, we'll do that print again. Exact same files, but with 3.5 G code and whatnot. So we'll just see, you know, what do we get here? What do we get here? And what do we get here? I've never actually unboxed a new Prusa. So what is in the box? Turn my overhead camera on. Overhead. So we get, they gave me some sheets. I got a steel sheet with text. So what's the difference between the two? Okay. And then a satin sheet. Ooh, fancy. Got ourselves the actual manual on how to actually use a 3D printer, which is actually really cool. Some online courses, our little checks, power cable. Cool, that's that. I already have this manual somewhere. Clean only with coal. Do not clean with acetone. Cool. So don't forget, class, while we're going through this unboxing, if you haven't had the chance yet to enter to win some Polymaker filament, every stream we give away a spool of Polymaker filament. So enter for your chance. Link in the video description. And yeah, enter for your chance. So this is the textured coated sheet. So we got satin, we got textured, and this is probably just a sticker. What's the printer behind me on the floor? That one is a Magneto X. Oh, this is just regular PI. There we Cool. So they hooked me up with build plates. That's cool. I still have the like the stock build plate that came with my Mark IV. Do these say Mark III or Mark IV? Oh, they just say original Prusa. Okay, well, the build plates are insane, so I've got a whole bunch of build plates now, so that's good. Yeah, satin sheet is bay. Satin sheet is bay. What else we got? We got a box. What's in the box? Ooh, is it Haribo's? Oh, bubble can doesn't like to kick on, but the goodies, the usual goodies. Some sample filament. Yeah, you don't get a full thing of filament anymore with Prusas, unfortunately. That's okay. I got a spool of Jessie filament we're going to use for testing. There you go. Good old goodies. And then lastly, the printer. Yeah. Woo. Look at that. Is there like a quick start list? Is there like a, do these first? I've never actually done the actual proper unboxing. Where's the quick start guide? Ooh, more stickers. That's always good. Read the safety instructions, page 7. Cool. Proper handling, okay. Cool. Remove shipping helpers, okay. Remove test print, calibrate Z. Unload filament, load filament, print Prusa logo, print. Easy, cool. I think this just comes out. There we go. In the bin. Where is my scraper? Grab that. So the question is, how long was this Prusa sitting on a shelf? It's a little dusty. Because I think they're, I think, if I'm not mistaken, they've stopped sales of the Mark III. You can't buy a Mark III anymore, can you? Can you still buy a Mark III? I don't know if you can still buy a Mark III. Is the Mark III done? Or it's got to be soon. Where is... There you go. ISO white. There's like a week left. Wow. Oh, there's the pokey thing. Get rid of that. This is missing something, but I know it's supposed to miss something. So, I'm not too concerned. Yeah, it is missing the thing I was told it would be missing. That's funny. Okay, so we gotta clean the bed here. Wonder if you can upgrade. Yeah, you can do either 3.5, 3.9, or all the way up to 4. But we're only doing the 3.5. There we go, clean the bed. End of February is the end. It's funny, like, when I first got into 3D printing, this was the pinnacle, right? So is there a manufacture date on this? Serial number, no, there's serial numbers. There's no manufacture date. Okay, turn that on. Original Prusa, 313. Okay. I don't know why my camera's not working, but let's get this set up. So the plan is for this, we're just doing the 3.5 upgrade for now. Okay, so we are English. Hi, I am your original Prusa i3. I will guide you through. Are you ready to print? Cool. Please remove shipping helpers first. Okay, I'm assuming that's done. There's no zip ties. Okay, we're good there. Now remove the test print from the steel sheet. Blah! Oh, look, it's gone. Is the steel sheet on the heat bed? Yes. I will now run Z calibrations. Okay. But like when I first came out, when I first got into 3D printing, it was late 2017. This had either just come out or had already been announced or whatever. I remember like watching a video with Joel and Joe about it, being all excited, and then I got into Vorons. But it was like, I remember how like they were like, it's quiet. It's quiet, it's easy to use. And then we've completely abandoned printers being quiet because we shove, you know, leaf blowers in them now. Please clean the nozzle. Click when done. Okay. Gotta clean the nozzle. Is the nozzle clean? Yeah, nozzle's clean. Okay. .5 isn't quiet. Well, it's the electronics from the 4 in the body of the 3. Like, let's be honest, this is still like way quieter than like the Bamboos. Also, it's gonna sound louder on this because this is basically acting like an acoustic amplifier, because this is a piece of plywood on a piece of sheet metal. That's an empty toolbox, so it's gonna. That's crazy. That came out originally was a good printer. The thing is, though, it doesn't really go down in price. Like, think about it. Like, for all those, how do I word this? You could self-source a Voron. You can look at what goes into like a switch wire. Self-source all the components for a switch wire. Now imagine you're trying to sell those for a profit and see what the margin is. Like, yes, they get bulk discounts on motors and components and whatnot. Like, it's obviously when you're buying one thing for yourself, you're not buying enough to sell like thousands of them. So you're gonna get different prices. But like, just price out how much it costs to build a switch wire if you self-source. Speed of innovation though. What is the speed of innovation though? Like, let's be honest, what innovation? Like, the only thing like the modern companies that are killing it now are doing, they're doing stuff we've been doing in the DIY world for like a decade now. They just put it in a fancy package and they sell it as an all-in-one ecosystem. There is absolutely nothing stopping Creality from coming out with a Bamboo tier machine. Like, Prusa's been focused more on just consistency and, you know, quality. Like, you could still buy upgrade parts for the Mark II. You could still buy, I think you could still buy Mark I parts somehow. They have their specific market. Like, they haven't been slow. They've just been more methodical. I mean, I don't know about you. They didn't rush out a printer for the holidays that had to do a recall because they didn't do any long-term testing on it and the bed wires are faulty. Now, apparently, Prusa did have issues in the past with, I think, the Mark II launch or something had issues with bedwire, but they've resolved that. So we learn from our mistakes. You don't come along as a new company and make the same mistakes the old companies do, because then you get criticized even harder for it. Please insert filament into the extruder, then press the knob, okay? Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna build you a filament holder. Like, I really think your opinion on the modern, like, I gotta stop using Bamboo as like the example, but they're so easy to use because they're like the flagship for it. But Creality's guilty of it now. Cheaty has done it. Like, I think your opinion of these modern enclosed high-speed Core XY machines is very much going to be tinted based on what your experience in 3D printing is. If you're coming from Enderland, okay? If you're coming from Enderland, it's the second coming of Jesus Christ, okay? Like, spend 2 minutes on the Bamboo subreddit and you'll find somebody going, I had a Mark III original, or I came from an Ender, and oh my God, this thing is so amazing because, you know, it's a machine that's a decade older than the one I've had. Please give me updates. Like, but you know, I came from Vorons and whatnot. That prints a hell of a lot faster than that does. So, you know, speed isn't anything. That's got a bigger volume than that does, and that is louder than that does. So it beats the Bamboo in 3 different ways. So for me, the Bamboo is just another machine. It's got really good AMS though. Okay, so load filament. After printing. Oh, sucking the filament in. There you go. So I think it depends. If you came from the bottom, you go, oh my God. But if you've already been playing around with enclosed high-speed core XYs for a decade, it's less impressive. It's more impressive that they just decided not to just shit out Ender 3 clones repeatedly to the end of time. So, yes. Okay. That's done. Cool. So now we got to print something. Is that it? I guess that's it. Okay. I don't have the demo G code. If I'm not mistaken, yep. Okay, I gotta tell Shane. Yeah, I don't have the little SD card that comes with the demo G code. Do I have an SD card? So I gotta have a full-size SD card somewhere. This will work. Will you work? You're an SD card. You'll work. Okay, how do you update the firmware on this? Well, no, I don't want to do the... No, there's no SD card in the printer. It's... I'm lifting up the curtain a bit. This was a internal test machine that they sent me. It was a machine that they purposely didn't put stuff in the box and then run it through so that their QC people can catch it, that it's, you know, it's missing an SD card, it's missing this, it's missing that. Because that's what good companies do. They do internal testing to verify that when they ship you a product, you know, the people that do the final checks and balances are checked as well. So occasionally they'll purposely put something into the system that's faulty to make sure their employees catch it. So in this one, it's not including an SD card, and they knew that. They still sent it to me though. It's like, well, we're not doing Mark IIIs anymore, so just send them one of the test ones. Oh shit, we sent them the one without the SD card. Well, we know it doesn't have an SD card. It's okay. It's okay. Mark III S Plus firmware. Downloads, Bruce Knowledge Base. Okay, so we need the Mark III S Plus. Good God, we gotta go down. Okay, so you download that. Okay. Open that up. Extract all. README. Okay, this guy will take you through updating the firmware on this. Updating the firmware requires PC running that. Cool. So, download the new firmware. So I got to connect via USB and do it over the thing. Okay, cool. So let's get Prusa Slicer open. I think I have an older version of Prusa Slicer here. I think I got to update. Yeah, got to update. I got to cancel. Yeah, I got to download the newest version of Prusa Slicer. 1 second here. Plug it in and update from Prusa Slicer. Yeah, I think it came with the USB-A cable. Did it? Yeah, it does. What control board? I mean, I'm using a heavily modified Robo R1. There you go. Yeah, I'm just updating to the newest version of Prusa Slicer here. Yes. There we go. So don't forget, you do have until the end of stream to enter to win some Polymaker filament. So if you haven't entered yet, do that now. There we go. Which upgrade? I got the 3.5, which we're going to go through. Once we get this up and running and printing, I will go through that box because I do have to print parts for it, I believe. And I think it, I don't know if I do. I think it does. I think I have to print parts for it. So we'll do that on the Mark IV. My 2.4 is built, testing the motor directions. Awesome. And launch Prusa Slicer. There we go. Port. There we go. Woo! Prusa Mark III. You're not setting anything. Cool. Okay, so we have a Prusa Mark III. And we got Jesse. Where's Jesse? Jesse PLA. There we go. Yeah, we got Jesse Premium PLA Green Slime Glitter is our testing filament today. Plug that in. I don't know if that does anything. Okay, so now apparently configuration, where is Flash printer firmware? Browse. Okay, so where is downloads? Okay, there it is. Flash. Do not touch the button. Do not touch the button. Do not touch the button. No. So the plan is we're gonna what? We're gonna need a benchy. We're gonna need a benchy. We're gonna need a Cali cube. We're gonna need the print of me, a Cali dragon. What is a good torture test? What's a good torture test anyone can use? Because the plan is I want to put like 5 or 6 models on the build plate and have them print all of them at once. So that way I could just do it again, load the exact same models when we upgrade to 3.2. Is Torture Toaster free though? Isn't that a paid model? I don't like using paid models for testing because other people can't replicate it unless they pay. Torture Brawly. Like Dragon Ball Z Brawly? Oh, I'm gonna print the upgrade parts on my Mark IV because this will be doing this. We might, I don't know, tomorrow night, we're either gonna do the upgrade for this, but I think tomorrow night is gonna be ANET shenanigans. I think tomorrow's gonna be ANET shenanigans on stream. And then back, CNC is Tuesdays until it's done. So just so you're aware, it's CNC Tuesdays. What's that? Thank you for purchasing the Mark 3.5. Okay, so that's that. So I gotta hide these dates. Upgrading, do not touch. Okay, I promise not to touch you. There we are. Oh, the E3D cart, good one. That's another good one. Okay, flashing succeeded. Flash. Oh. Okay, I hit flash again. Shit. Okay, never mind. I hit flash again. Print the 3.5 parts on the ANET. I think they're supposed to, if I remember correctly, it says it comes with filament. I haven't looked in the box yet. I don't want to look in the box until we get this up and running. I'm gonna have to live adjust that, unless it comes from the factory with the Z pre-adjusted. I don't know. Does it come with the factory? I'm assuming it didn't ask to pre-adjust Z. So, any suggestions for a printable Nerf blaster? I've got several. They're all fun to build. We are going to be doing a Zinc, which is the handgun one. We'll be doing that in the future. I don't know exactly when. Small roll of PETG. Okay. Yeah, we'll do the E3D buggy. We'll do the Nero statue. We'll do a benchy. Check Discord. Swiss cheese calibration cube. Terror cube. Torture Brawly. What is Torture Brawly? Oh. What is it though? Oh God. Oh, that looks like a nightmare. That would take too long to print, though. That'll take too long to print. Brawly as an umbrella. Yeah, see, I'm thinking the guy from Dragon Ball. I'm thinking the guy from Dragon Ball here. Flash succeeded. Yay. Okay, don't hit flash again. Close. There we go. I gotta unplug this. Unplug this. Cool. So now, oh, don't slide the whole desk. Slide the printer. Okay, so what are we gonna load up? We're gonna load up 3D Benchy. Okay. And we're gonna go into my server here. Tower, 3D models, not CNC stuff. Where is it? There it is. So we got the Nero Cube and the Nero 3D. Right, we got me, got a cube, toaster. Oh, there's the torture toaster. Download that. Oh, I gotta log in so I can get all my points. Oh no, I'm missing out on points. Gotta log in so I can get my printable points. There we go. Okay, so we got, what else do we got? We got a toaster, downloads. Oh God, that's a lot bigger than I thought. Okay, whatever. One more thing. What is the other thing we're gonna do? We need one more thing. The bug. Oh yeah, the buggy. Oh, here we go. U3. Where is the buggy? Where's the buggy? Did I pass it? Oh, there it is. There we go. The Revo buggy. There we go. Okay. So this one we need support. So add support, add modifier. How do you add support for just one print? I need support for just this one print. Support blocker, add part, add setting, support material. Right click on the model on the right. Support enforcer. Oh, I'm not manually supporting this model. I am not manually supporting this model. I am not manually supporting this model. Settings. Where is the style? Organic. There we go. So we're doing 2.0 quality. Jesse, or we'll do 2.0 quality. We'll do speed. Transfer. Yeah. Okay. So 2.0 speed. Oh, no, 2.0 speed. 2.0 speed. Transfer. There we go. So 2.0 speed. There we go. Slice now. see what happens here. It does that. I forgot, every time I hit slice with this card, it does that. It's something to do with the bandwidth. That one I know it does that. It's always done that. Yeah, it has to do whenever I do slicing. It just, the computer likes to glitch whenever you slice and I'm streaming. Yeah, the simulation has fallen apart. It's one button on the left. Is it? Well, we'll see what happens here. Stream got sliced. There you go. Cool. Okay. Oh, there we go. So now export G code to. Is that what that SD card's called? Did I call that Prusa Mark III? Really? No. Okay, well, that's what that G code goes to. Okay, cool. Maybe this is the SD card that came with the Mark III. Exporting. And eject. Cool. There we go. It's a 16 gig good RAM SD card, okay. Put you in there. Okay. Now we let that do its thing. Does it need support? Well, we're gonna see how it goes. We're just letting it auto-generate support. That's the thing. That is the thing for this model. Like, that's the thing. We need benchline. So to the way that we can let it have the least amount of variables is just to let it auto-generate. Well, it's printing a bunch of stuff, and it is. So that's one thing. How long it's gonna take, the print quality, and the finish. So what we're gonna do is after we get all these prints, when we upgrade this to 3.5, what I'll do is I'll load up the exact same models, but I'll use the 3.5 G code generator. So we'll see how much of a difference it is between the two. But while that's doing that, let's see what's in the 3.5 upgrade box. What is in the 3.5 upgrade box? I don't know. I've never actually looked. I see what's actually disappointing is this didn't come with Haribos. There were no Haribos in the box. There's no Haribos. I got no candy with my Prusa. Like, what the shit, Joe? What the shit? Where's my candy? Oh. Yee, we got candy. Okay. Oh, I smell melting plastic. Thank you for purchasing the original 3.5 upgrade kit. Cool. Oh, they give you another book. Is this the same book? Oh, you get a new version of the book. Oh no, it's a 3.5 specific book. Look at that. They have a specific book specifically for those that got the 3.5. Like that's a 3.5. It got the, yeah. So they went through and they made an entirely specific book just for those that do the 3.5 upgrade. Wow, good for them. Yeah, like a fully illustrated color manual. Yeah, that's always good. Okay, oh, we got a little bit of PETG, black PETG to print the parts. Oh, okay, let's see, how's my Z offset? Do we got a live it just said? Oh, it's gotta level first. Let me level with you. See if I can get this out. Yeah, there we go. Offset's good. I get the little AD. Oh, they've updated it. It now says Prusa Research on it. They now got fancy custom USB sticks that say Prusa Research. Fancy. Oh, there we go. I don't know why is my mobile camera not working? Where is it? 1 second. Deactivate. Activate. There we go. Okay, overhead cam. So we got all the wires, all that. What the heck is this? Thermistor, sticker. Oh, there's literally just a sticker in there, okay. New power box, controllers. Well, that's not bad. Yeah, nice. That'll be a fun build. We'll probably get to that. I don't know when, maybe next Friday we'll do this. We'll see. Because the plan is I want to do this, the 3.5, and then I also have the enclosure here. But what I'm probably going to do is put my Mark IV in the enclosure. So that way the Mark IV will be out here. Because I'm probably going to get the P1P and yeet that back downstairs because I don't use it out here. But I got to put the Panda Touch on it first. So the P1P is going to go downstairs. Toasty is going to move over. And so the plan is, rotate this. Boop, boop, boop. So the plan is the P1P there goes downstairs. Toasty moves over, and then in this area here, I can put the enclosure with a Mark IV in it. So I'll have a Mark IV, which will be nice out here. Yeah, the new power box is nice. Yeah, compared to this thing. This is a dusty printer. You can tell it was a sample one. So I've got this nice spool. Wait. Let's see if we get some ASMR going on here. Nope. Nothing. I need thick plastic for this. Holy, wow. I did not use the cheapest, thinnest plastic in the world. That is like thick plastic that they use. Holy shit. You're not getting any air in this. There you go. Holy shit. Jeez. That is the weirdest thing to critique on, but they like went overboard with the plastic, which is good. Like, I gotta open up actually shoot, do I have a spool of Prusament I can open? I wanna see if the actual Prusament uses that. Use it for a vapor barrier. I mean, some NASA engineers are gonna use that to make a carbon filter adapter for a Apollo capsule, probably. Is it reusable? I don't, it's only for like a little 250 spool, so. See, what would be really cool is if they included on here the G code to print the Mark 3.5 stuff. That would be really cool. Mark 3.5 firmware, filament guide, keychain, Mark 3.5 firmware, Mark 4 authors, Mark 3.5, Robo Packer rocket engine. Now, no, just the usual stuff. I would say that's a pretty good first layer. I want to grab a Mark 3S clean for cheap. That's the thing, like right now, people are selling Mark 3s. Like, I know not my local used market, because my local used market's a joke, but you could pick up, I've seen people clearing out used Mark 3s for like $300-400. So $300-400 for a Mark 3. either get the upgrade, the 3.5 upgrade, or just slap clipper on it, which is a bit more involved as we found out. And you're pretty much golden. Like, here's the thing, okay? Speed aside, it still prints fine. Like, that's the thing. Like, once you take speed out of the equation, for a lot of arguments, just kind of like, well, it doesn't have like a web interface. It's like, yeah, I know that sucks. You can put a Raspberry Pi Zero on it and get a web interface. I mean, yeah, it prints slow, but other than that, the prints that come out of it are pretty good. Like, if speed is not a factor to you, which it's not to me really a lot of the time. So. 600 to 700 a year. Let me check mine. Let me fire up Kijiji, which is Canadian like Craigslist. 3D printer. Let's see what shows up on Kijiji locally. Please contact. Oh, we got. Okay, so we got the Dremel Idea Lab. Good God, $400. A Flash Forge for $260. A MakerBot Replicator 5th Gen for $550. Good God. Look at that. Look how big that machine is to the print volume, too. Oh, should have closed it. History. Right. Yeah, the Dremel Idea Maker. So those are kind of not crazy common, but Crappy Tire up here in Canada was selling them for a bit. So yeah. Yeah, see, this is what you see a lot of 3D printing services. Like, oh, I bought a 3D printer and I can print for you. Reach out. You see a lot of that. People reselling filament. Oh! What is this? What is that? That's a boron. Oh, that's Replitech. Yeah. Oh, I think they're focusing more on print farm stuff right now. Yeah, and that's about it. Yeah, my local market sucks. Princess Auto sells the Dremels now. I've seen them. Mark 3S for $275. A Mark 3S for $275 is a steal. Let's be honest. Because here's the thing, it's not a bad printer, okay? Regardless of what any fanboys tell you, it's not a bad printer. Now, it may not be the greatest value, and it's definitely not the best printer in the world anymore, but by no means is it a bad printer. That's like, this is like the 99 Honda Civic of 3D printers. It just works. Except it's not cheap. I love how like every camera, the green is slightly different. So this is like an OD green. This one's like a more olive green. And this is like a brighter green. This one's a slime green. Now it looks slime green. Overdid the support on the Neurofig? Yeah, sure. Well. See, by going overboard on the support, we get a better look on how the support breaks off, right? We got to test the support settings, right? Super Slicer is alive again. I've seen talk of it, but I haven't used the new one. Are these expired? No, I still got a year on these. Good. There we go. Which one is more true to life? I don't know. Probably this one. Right here. This one, probably. There we go. A lot of fixes at 2.7 immersion. Nice. That's good. It's been a while since I've used... I've kind of just switched over to use an Orca Slicer for pretty much everything. How did Prusa jam all the wires in the box? Oh, they still jammed them in there. So yeah, so tomorrow, I don't know. Part of me wants to keep working on the CNC and just get that done. but I don't want to rush it because I don't have anywhere to put it and I don't have the 220 plug. So if we rush it to build it, I like can't do anything with it. So I think we're gonna stick one a week. So I think tomorrow we're gonna play around with the ANET, do ANET shenanigans. What are we at anyways? What are we at? I don't even know what my numbers are for this stream. What are we even at? Oh, 388, cool. Don't forget to like the smash button because we're doing giveaways here. We're doing giveaways here. You go into the description, you enter for the giveaway, you don't like the smash button. What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? It is really slow on that first layer. I think that's what does it. Why this is so slow is that first layer is just... When do you get some Magneto streams? Whenever I decide to hit the gym. It lives on the floor because it's heavy as shit. It's right here. It's off right now because I'm working on fixing something. Because, hey, it's not a production unit. So, one, I can't really stream it. I could stream it. Like, it's printed. It prints. Look. It printed. It did the print. Look at the print. But it's not a production machine. That one isn't. And it's currently down waiting on some tech support. But that's the nature of the beast when you test stuff. Especially first revision stuff. So. But personally, I would not be featuring this printer until it's like in the completed state. Like I might do a few shorts and whatnot around it. It is actually really quiet when it's running because you don't hear the belt noise. It's really weird. But in terms of like an actual review video, I'm not doing a review video on it until it's like done and the machine's not done. The firmware file, the firmware's still being tweaked. Configuration adjustments are still ongoing. Slicer profiles are still being worked on. Like it's a functional machine, but it's not wrapped with a bow tie. So yeah. How heavy is it? I put it this way, putting it on here sucks. How's the hot end? There's 3 of them. There's a, they're in boxes. I gotta find, I hit them so you wouldn't see them on stream. There's like a short length, a medium length, and a long length one you could put in there. I've just kept the medium one in. I haven't really pushed it to the limit speed wise. It did print a helmet in 13 hours. The Mando helmet that's up there, that you can kind of, this one right here, was printed in 13 hours in PLA. So it can boogie. It can boogie. Those that was printed in it, a few other things were printed. That Mermaid was printed. But I've done a few other small tests. I printed a bunch of parts for the 3.5 upgrade kit while testing ABS, but the ABS profile needs work. Because there is no ABS profile, so I'm building one from scratch. So. Does it run Clipper? Yep, it runs Clipper. 30 kilograms according... Does Teaching Tech have one? Did he make a video on it already? Really? Teaching Tech. Or was it like just a preview video? Yeah. Yeah, he's already done a video on it. I don't know. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I got nothing against Teaching Tech. Nothing against Teaching Tech. But this isn't a production unit yet. Like, it's like you don't even have the enclosure. I could tell you have the first revision here. So you're addressing, like, you're critiquing things that might not even be a thing before the public gets their hands on it yet. Like, that's kind of why I'm not doing a video on it. Because, like, there's a thing here with idle noise. I've updated my firmware. I don't have that issue. Like that's the problem with doing pre-release videos on things. Or release day videos. Is because, like, okay, so let's see. Like, okay, going through the hardware, that's cool. Macro, refine, idle noise. Okay, that's not there. Camp might be, camp is part of normal Clipper now, so that might be added in. Upgrading the load cell. See, you did a thing on upgrading the load cell. It's not upgrading the load cell. It's replacing the first revision of the load cell with the better one that the production machines will have. So it's like, I don't know. You can't properly show the machine in light because it's like the machine's not done. That's like doing a car review on a floor model from like the Detroit Auto Show of the pre-production one. It's not the car. It's not the thing people will be getting. So that's why you haven't seen me do any videos on it or anything, because I feel it would be bad, for my opinion, to put out information there that's not the final information. So I don't know. Like, I got nothing against him. Like, you know, he's getting the information out there, but like, I don't know. What is this? Magneto X. So, but yeah, that's why I hate doing. That's why I'm not a huge fan of like really like look what happened with the A1, where all the reviewers had to put a note in it like, oh wait, it can do ABS temps. And it's like, no, not really. But yo, yeah, they said the bed is only good to 80, so everyone filmed it and then they changed it. So now every review says the bed's good to 80, and then there's like a little pin note saying no, it's good to 100. You know, it can't fully hit 100. Although it can when it catches fire. But like, you know what I mean? Like, this is why I hate I hate doing like reviews that have an embargo date. That's why, in case you haven't noticed, anytime I do that, I just do a live stream unboxing. That's what I do. If I get a machine, it's like, oh, embargo date is here. It's like, cool. I'll just do an unboxing. I'm not gonna unbox it 3 weeks beforehand and break myself doing print reviews for no views. So. Yeah, the machine's on a pallet. Yeah, the machine's on a pallet. Mine didn't come on a pallet. You want it to come on a pallet. The machine is heavy enough. There is enough moving. Because they ship it fully assembled, it has to be able to like handle like the machine being dropped by FedEx essentially, right? Because you don't know what goes on in those planes and those shipping containers and whatnot. So, the machine is really heavy. It's basically has to be all bolted and zap strapped together and then put in a box, and you need to secure that. By putting it on a pallet too, it basically forces the shipper to not flip it either. By it being on a pallet, the odds of your package getting tilted is greatly reduced. Problem is teaching tech gets review units and then gets views. Okay, but here's the thing. He didn't call it a review. It's like he called it like a first look or whatever. That's fine. Like, I still don't like some of the things like that, because you're you know, our first review is like, hey, here's the printer, here's the printing, look at some prints off of it. You don't go into the nitty gritty of things that might change before release, because you're critiquing things that aren't a thing. So it's like if I were to review, you know, when I didn't review the Bamboo, but like back in the day, I complained about things like it doesn't have land mode, the P1P can't do time lapses. Like when those machines shipped, both of those machines shipped, they had a lot of features missing that they have now. So it'd be unfair to critique them today based on things it didn't have, you know, back then. So. Look at it print. So what do you guys want to do? I thought there would be a bit more to this, but then it's like, wait, it's a Prusa. I mean, I really should be putting screws in that gantry for the CNC. Take care, John. It's just a print and chill stream. It's just a print and chill stream today. The last couple weeks have been kind of busy with stuff, so it's nice just to have a nice little relaxing stream. Look at that first layer. I didn't do a damn thing. Oh my God, a machine from 5 years ago you could take out of the box and print with. Milo? Yeah, Milo. Fill in the CNC frame with filament? I might, but I'm gonna do that after. I'm gonna build it fully stock first and then do a few changes to it later. The plan is to do it stock first though, so we gotta wait. Gotta wait. What's going on here? This machine, oh, this machine's brand new. This machine is brand new. Prints look smooth, light better. The first layer is good. It's gonna be interesting. I've never actually printed the toaster. I've never actually printed the toaster. Do you see Grant's? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I saw it. It has things in it that Bamboo said they didn't log. Like, regardless of if it actually sends that information to Bamboo, Bamboo's like, yeah, no, we don't put that in the logs. And then oh shit, we have G code and pictures and files in the logs. Now, granted, you don't have to send them to Bamboo, but they're still logging things they said they weren't. So this is what happens when you outsource everything. You don't know what your own machine's doing. I don't know. It is what it is. I keep mine on X1 Plus and I don't connect them to the network. So, okay, put it this way. I have a DJI Pocket Osmo 3, okay? The DJI Pocket Osmo 3 requires an app to activate it. You can only use the Pocket 3 5 times before DJI locks you out until you register it to your account. To register it to your account, you have to register it using their app. Their app, you have to download the APK directly from a website. You can't download it from the Google Play Store, because if they were to put it on the Google Play Store, it would be in violation of the Google Play Store rules when it comes to data collection. So they circumvent that by releasing their app that basically hoovers up everything off your phone, data-wise, through an APK. So you have to literally scan a QR code on the little camera to bring you to the website so you can download the APK, because it doesn't comply with Google's terms of service with what apps are allowed to collect data-wise. This is DJI. Remember who founded Bamboo. It's all former DJI. It's all connected. So yeah, I don't trust any electronic device from over there. Like, you just know. You just know. Like what is I don't know if somebody could confirm the rumor or whatever that basically any electronic device sold over there has to have a backdoor for the government, and you have to trust that the company that's, you know, takes something that they sell over there and sells it over here turns that off. So yeah, the Osmo Mobile original. Yep, I don't want to connect to my phone. Yeah, for Android, yeah, but for, yeah, because Android I think is, I don't know what the rule difference. I don't have an Apple phone, so I don't know what the Apple Store is. But yeah, you can't download the MIMO app through the App Store. You have to go through an APK. So. Yeah, oh, I'm in Canada. We had Huawei. Huawei is like a huge hot topic here because like Huawei bought into a ton of advertising for like Hockey Night in Canada and whatnot. And then it turns out, oh no, they're just, you know, backdooring everything. And then they tried to apply to put like all the 5G towers up were going to be Huawei towers. And it's like, the government's like, oh, hell nah. So. What's the app called? It's the MIMO app, M-I-M-O. You won't be, it's not on the App Store or the Play Store, or whatever it's called on Android. Your comment just got replied by 3D Printing Nerd. Woo! Is Joel here? Or are you talking about on his video? I haven't seen his video today. It's a Cocoa Press video, though, I believe. Yeah, it's all, you gotta it's all connected over there. It's all the same venture capital funding for a lot of it. It's all the same people. Like, you look up right now, what is it? Bamboo has a bundle with EcoFlow for EcoFlow battery banks, which are really good. Like, I've seen a ton of people like them. You know, Jerry Rig Everything uses them. So yeah, they're cool. It's also another former DJI founder company. It's all connected over there. It's all connected. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. If it's, put it this way, if it's a concern to you what your printer's doing with your files, don't use printers that can potentially compromise that. Simple as that. Little Timmy printing whatever the meme print of the month isn't really, you know, a concern. Now, anyone who does business with their printers, where you're printing things that, you know, you don't want the files getting into anyone's hands, you might be like, hey, I shouldn't use cloud-connected printers, and not just Bamboo, like any cloud-connected device. There's a reason the Mark IV, you can remove the Wi-Fi module. What's the simplest way to connect a Mark III's to the network? Raspberry Pi Zero Octoprint, probably the easiest way. Or just any Raspberry Pi plugged in with Octoprint. Silicon Valley, oh yeah. I'm not a huge fan. And then also, did you guys see the new AI stuff? The AI video stuff, Sora? Did you see this shit? So, you remember Will Smith eating spaghetti? Okay, you remember Will Smith eating spaghetti? You know, that really cursed AI thing? Where is it? Let me see if I can find a video of it here. Yeah. So, like, this is fully AI generated. If you guys, like, this is fully AI generated. Like, yeah, it's a little glitchy. People clip through stuff. But, like, yeah, no, this is fully AI generated. We are so done. We are so screwed. Like, I'm a YouTuber. I'm screwed. I am so screwed. We are all so screwed. Yeah, they no clipped. They no clipped through the floor. Next gen CPU is connected to AI. Oh yeah, it's. Here's the thing. AI is gonna be like the next like NFT crypto thing, but the thing is, AI actually does something. Unlike those other pump and dump scams. And I'm sorry if you're into crypto or NFTs, they're pump and dump scams. Let's be honest. AI actually does something, but people are still gonna scam people for it. Like people, like there was like, what was that one company? The somebody used AI to deep fake the CEO and approve like a $25 million like purchase or something. Looking at a feature on a screen. Oh yeah, yeah. BMW tries that all the time though. BTC over 50K. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. People like, oh, Bitcoin's gonna replace money. Any currency that fluctuates its value that unstably is nowhere near viable. Let's be honest. Like, you're happy because you could potentially sell it now. Like, that's the thing. Nobody actually uses Bitcoin as currency. It's an investment, and it's a gambling investment. Let's be honest. Hey, buddy. What are you doing home today? How come you're not in school? Hey? Where are you going? You want a Gatorade? Okay. Here, go keep the audience entertained.
Oh, the red one.
Okay, go keep the audience entertained. Hey, get out of there. What are you doing? Here's your Gatorade. Go take it to mommy.
Mommy?
Yeah, go take it to mommy.
What?
Ah, little man. Buy tangible assets, gold, platinum, real estate, basketball shoes. I live in Canada. I would not be buying real estate right now. It is starting to crash, and a lot of people are losing their backs. Nvidia stock forever. Oh yeah. Well, it's like you could have gone back in time and bought AMD stock at dirt cheap before Ryzen, and then sold that and bought Nvidia, and made a pretty decent amount of money in the past 5 years if you knew what you were doing. Oh, the $650,000 crack house. Let me see if I could find it. Let me see if I could find it. I think somebody posted it, like the actual. So this not okay. So I don't live in Windsor. I live outside one of the towns outside Windsor. But this is for 650,000 Canadian, eh? This is our current market. So. Oh, look at that bathroom. You know the bathroom's good when you got one of those paper towel dispensers in it. So, 650,000, so a $500,000 American, easily. All the windows are boarded up. It's not even drywall. You got plaster on a lot of the walls. It's completely gutted. Enormous investment opportunity. 18 bedrooms with a potential for 21. 5 bathrooms and a detached garage and finished drive with iron gate. Previously been run as a legal boarding house, generating an average of $650 to $775 monthly per room. Wow. Just cram them in. Because, you know, I'm going to drop, you know, $500,000 American on that so I can fix it, so I can load it up with people that are going to take the best care of it. The best care and quality. It is. It's a boarding house. Although what's happening is, if you're in Canadian, you know, a lot of the foreign students, they get taken advantage of and crammed in houses like that, and it's not good, living condition wise. 18 rooms in that. Hey, closets count as a room. You can fit a bed in a closet. It's a bedroom. Knob and tube. Oh, probably, if it even has full electrical. Lease it to students. That's what they do. That's what they do. There's a college and university in town, and the what's it called? The foreign student programs, whatever. They all get taken advantage of by those. Is the bimetal CHT nozzle like in the one in the nozzle rule them all? Is it print surface? Man, how do you pronounce it? Man of the Croc 511. Cheers and appreciate it. In terms of nozzles, I really don't have a preference for any specific one. I like obsidian nozzles. Just don't put glitter in them or they clog up. I like obsidian nozzles. The obsidian high flows are really nice. For printers that don't have rebos, I do like the copper plated nozzles. Personally, if I'm not doing abrasives. I'm not a huge, here's the thing. I'm not a huge fan of running CHTs on everything. Yeah, you get a bit more flow, but they're more picky with clogging, I find. Like if you're gonna run a CHT, I like to run like a 0.6 CHT. A 0.4 CHT, if you're playing with anything that's filled or glitter or even just lower quality filament, you may run into issues. That's what I've noticed. I've got two obsidians. An obsidian high flow that's clogged, and then I've got the obsidian hot end for the bamboo that's also clogged from glitter. Like I have to clear, I gotta clean them out. Like I can't use them. So I'm gonna have to clean them out at some point. .5 nozzles should be more common. I'm gonna eat Haribo. Num num num. What's funny? Out of all the gummies, I don't like Haribos. They're too chewy. What's my preferred method to clear clogged nozzle? Twofold. Most common way is I just heat that bitch up to like 300 C and just run PLA through it and flush it. Or nylon or some other material. So either flush it, cold pull it, or if it's printing ABS, which I do a lot, acetone soak. Any tips for tip shape tuning? The Layer 3D, unfortunately not, because that's not something I have a lot of experience with. What I would suggest, check out the Enraged Rabbit carrot feeder groups, and they have a bunch of suggestions. The Albanese gummies are much, yeah, I like the Albanese. I like gummies that fall apart a little. These are a little too tough. Do cold pulls work on a CHT? They do to a degree. Acetone does not work on PLA. Diamondbacks are good, but you can't go above 300 C with the Diamondbacks. Really, in my opinion, if you're gonna be printing nothing but abrasives, a Diamondback makes a ton of sense. especially if you do like ceramic stuff or steel filled stuff, like the metal filled stuff. Diamondbacks make a ton of sense there. But for your average home gamer that, you know, might print like some glitter filament every now and then, it's way overkill. Has anyone printed in a vacuum so the temps are lower and the parts don't get drafted? 75 keg, that's actually kind of a misnomer. So in a vacuum, the temperature, you're gonna actually have worse prints because yes, in a vacuum, there's no air, but that means there's nothing to radiate the heat into. So if something's hot, that's one of the things they have to worry about in space, in the space station. They have to put radiators on the space station because they have to vent the heat that's generated by the equipment and everything to something, and space is nothing. So how do you radiate heat to nothing? So they have to use massive radiators to use like the very small efficiency of like infrared heat loss. So if you're printing in a vacuum, you'll actually probably have worse print results because the thing that you print is going to be hot and it's going to not be able to radiate that heat. It's just gonna heat soak. It's just gonna soak up that heat. So you're just gonna get really blobby prints probably. Anyone got opinions on Alien 3D Mystery? No, I haven't used one. I talked to the guy at Earth, and he said he might send me one to try out and do on stream, and I'm okay with that. They're little like project boxes. Like every month, I think you get like the electronics and all the hardware you need, and then you just print a few things and you do a little project every month. It seems pretty cool. There's a few things that do that. Mark Rober has his thing and whatnot. It seems pretty cool. Printing with the fishies. Actually, now that I think about it, let me get this set up. Where did I put that SD card? Oh, I'm wrong. They did include an SD card. It was just not in a bag. Okay, so I do have an SD card for this. The printer did come with an SD card. Okay, let's fire up Prusa Slicer. Let's get this sliced up so I can print the upgrade parts for this. So, got Prusa Mark IV with input shaper. I need the printable part files. 3MF. There we go. We're going to print this in Prusament, PETG. Ooh, glitching. At least space is a very cold place. Not really. Space is as hot or as cold as its ambient. So like if you're in space near on Mercury, shit's hot, yo. Shit is hot, yo. Okay, I'm gonna bump these parts up because it's like 15%. Yeah, we're gonna do 40% infill. You know, like I don't think any of these need to be super stiff. I'm gonna do 40% infill with 3 walls. There we go. Wi-Fi. Prusa. There we go. Export G code. And you will go on this card. There we go. There's all the parts you need, I think. Because you have all this, but then you also have the 3MF of it all. So I think that's everything. So. Oh, and oh shoot, I forgot this. Forgot that guy. There we go. I don't like having stuff that close to the edge. There we go. And my power supply thingy. There we go. Support G code. There we go. Cool. Hey Steve, how you doing, buddy? We're just doing some, getting some baseline prints here. Okay. There we go. So I got this. So now I can print some PETG parts. So you get, they give you 400 grams of PETG to print the parts you need. That's cool. Everyone, Steve's here. Everyone say hi, Steve. I see a lot of Z-hop. I like Z-hop. Put it this way. Do you want your nozzle dragging into stuff or crashing into stuff during a move? No? Okay. Enable Z-hop. CNC machines always use Z-hop. You never drag a cutter across your work surface. You always raise it up. So. What time is it? 12:23. One mil is that up? That's quite a bit. I usually do two layers. Yeah, I do double layer height. So usually since I print at 0.2, a lot of the time I use 0.4 layer height or 0.4 for Z-hop. What speed is it doing now? Whatever speed it calls for. This is sliced using the stock 0.2 speed profile in Prusa Slicer. Bamboo didn't do well with that 3.5 upgrade part. The one in the middle bed, I wonder how it'll go on the Mark IV. Oh, we'll find out. Am I reprinting the Prusa? Yeah, I've got, so the 3.5 upgrade kit came with PETG filament. So I'm gonna load up the Mark IV with this and print it while this does this, because this will take all day. That is PETG without Z-hop. Oof. Oh, does the stock profile here, the stock profile better have Z-hop? Where is Z-hop? Yeah, it does have Z-hop. 0.2. I'm going to use PETG. I know. Although it's going to be really interesting because the plan is I want to get the Mark IV in the enclosure set up on the shelf here so that I can start printing a ton of ABS on it. I want to see how that Mark IV holds up with its PETG parts. I want to see how that Mark IV holds up long-term enclosed printing ABS. It's going to be interesting. It is so cool, eh? I mean, that isn't that slow, let's be honest. Steve, not long, been there, done that. Yes, but was that in the official Prusa enclosure? Which, it's like, how big is it? Look, I've never actually looked at the Prusa enclosure. Where's the top? Okay, I'm assuming this is... Okay, actually, no, I'm not going to open it, because if I open it, I'm going to have to put all the stuff somewhere. I'm going to leave it closed. I think it's like 21 inches. Here's my tape measure. What layer are we on? I don't know. 4, 2, 3. How big is the Prusa enclosure? Could someone tell me how big the Prusa enclosure is? Prusa enclosure. I'm more worried about height. It is 21.5 inches tall. Shit. 21.5 inches tall. I have exactly 20.5 inches. I can't fit it on my shelf. Shit. I can't fit it on my shelf. I thought I'd be able to fit it on my shelf. Shit. Can I drop that? No, I can't drop that. If I drop that, no, that would hit. What about you? What about you? How tall are you? You know, you're too tall too. I can't put it on my shelf. Dang it! I was hoping to put it on the shelf. It's an inch short. Like, I could not use the nubbies. Shit, that sucks. Raise the upper shelf. I could raise the upper shelf. Because I could put the upper shelf on one. Yeah, I can raise the upper shelf. I can make it work. I'll make it work. I'll make it work. I'll just raise the upper shelf half a peg. Because it sits on 2 pegs, right? So the way it works, it's got like 2 hooks, right? And it slots in. So what I could do is, instead of it being hooked on 2 hooks, I'll just hook it on 1 hook. Because there's nothing on the top except some filament. So yeah, I'll move it up. That'll give me room for the, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that. Replace the Tico. Oh, well, I gotta figure out what's going on back here, because the Tico is gonna go up there, because I gotta put a bench here to put the CNC on, and so I can put the Magneto underneath and the VZ Bot underneath, because they're heavy. They're gonna live on the floor. They're floor printers now. Can't you just remove the top shelf? But I need the top shelf. I put stuff on the top shelf. Hey, did you enter to win filament yet? Did you enter to win filament yet? We give away a spool of filament every stream. Link in the video description. Enter for your chance. Also, while you're down there, there's affiliate links like Polymaker. So if you just want to buy the filament instead of chancing on winning it, you can just buy it. It's an affiliate link. Doesn't cost you anything extra. It goes a long way in supporting the channel. Also, while you're down there, don't forget to smash the like button. And if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, Patreon supporter, or gift some memberships to others, because we get to do cool, fun stuff once a month, like hang out with the members only live stream, or you get videos early too. Which I don't want to know how bad my video's doing. How bad is yesterday's video doing? Let's see. Let's see. How bad is yesterday's video doing? Ooh, well, it's at 2,000 views. I'll take it. Oh, it's not doing good. Enjoy the video. Yeah, well, here's the thing. If you want videos every week, you're gonna get randoms. That's the thing. Because if I were to do a directly straight up 3D printing video every week, 1, I'd go insane. 2, I'd stream less. So. Prusa and LTT use the same orange. I don't believe so. I believe the... Let's see. Prusa orange. Okay, so, and then LTT, here. Okay, so apparently, what is LTT store orange? 219.65.5. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so this is LTT orange, and Prusa orange is that. So that I think they're slightly different. Yeah, they're different. They are different oranges. They are different oranges. Just put the screwdriver next to the printer. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, LTT is darker. The LTT orange is darker. Yeah. Yeah, the LTT is definitely a lot darker. What time are we at? 12:30? Cool, we got like half an hour left. Also, I gotta figure out what to do with this. So, if you watched yesterday's video, I replaced the battery on my 3DS because the one that was in there was a little bit of a spicy pillow. So I need to figure out what to do with this. Like, I know I should dispose of it in a reasonable manner, in a proper battery disposal thing, but I also got half a mind to hit it with a hammer and record it. I mean, I do have a nail gun. Just ka-chunk. Hit it with a hammer. Well, I've got a little brad nailer, a pneumatic brad nailer, saltwater soak it. It's not the same. Does it still have voltage? I don't even know. Does it still have voltage? Find out. They stink. Oh, I know. I've blown a lipo flying my quad before. Just a little 1S, but still. Oh, it's got 4 volts. 4.1 volts. Not 4 volts. Yeah, it's still got 4 volts in it. So it's still charged. Yeah, you should throw these in like salt water, usually. Up in flame. Well, I want it to go up in flames. I'm gonna. No. Can you choose the color? You can! If you win the filament, you get a little thing in the mail and you fill out a form and then they send you the filament. A couple days to a couple weeks, depending on where you live in the world. See, what we should do is tape this to the A-net. I could feel it is so puffy. See the witch burn first. So what are we gonna do with the A-net tomorrow? So I do want to apologize. Last Saturday's stream with the A-net was kind of a gong show because of the computer issues. So I don't think we fairly wrapped up the A-net build. So we need to do something to properly wrap up the A-net build tomorrow. So. Why do you have a bamboo A1 heat bed cable in your hand? Hey, you said it, not me. It's the most engaged you ever were on stream. Hey, it's working now because we've completely, you know, swapped the computer. Although it still glitches out when I slice something. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's like, I could change priorities of it. Let's see here. Where is Camlink? Do I even have Camlink using CPU? Not really. You need to fix that through CPU core pinning or thread priority. Yeah, but then would I have to like set it all the time? Like every time I launch a new program, I'd have to. Any recommendation on filament dryer? I'm a big fan of just going buying a used food dehydrator at like Value Village. Just go buy a used food dehydrator, put a Home Depot bucket on it. Let you find the tool. Okay. Yeah, because it's like, again, remember, when I'm streaming, it's not like I'm hitting this thing hard. Like, the only thing, wow, I'm using half the RAM. Which, I don't know how those max. I freaking just kill your hard drive with a swap file, I guess. But like, oh yeah, 8 gigs is plenty. No, it's freaking not. There you go. Google, freaking Google. It's more slicing is aggressive and consumes CPU cycles. Yeah. Oh, that's what I figure. That's what I figure. Managed to get a Sunlu. Sunlu said that, okay, Sunlu reached out to me and they're like, hey, we got a filament dryer. Do you want to try it? I'm like, yeah, sure. They're like, cool, what's all your information? I got it all. And they're like, cool, we'll ship it out after Christmas. Haven't gotten it. Twice now. Creality, hey, we're going to send you a printer. And I'm like, cool. The K1 originally and now the K1C. And they're like, cool, it'll show up in like soon. I'm like, cool. And I still don't have it. So, I don't know. I don't know. And it's the right address because I copy and paste it from the same dock every time, and Bruce's stuff gets here. Magneto got here eventually. Drill press. I don't have a drill press. I used to have a drill press, but I don't have a drill press. How are they going to make the load cell available for foreruns? It's actually quite simple. So what you do is you take the load cell and you take some tape. Okay, so you get your tape. You get your load cell here. And then what you do is whatever printer you want to put it on, you just kind of, there we go. There you go. Now we got the Magneto load cell is on our printer. If you check their GitHub, they have a bunch of stuff. They've released their version of Clipper. So it runs normal Clipper, but they run a forked version of it because they've done a bunch of work to make it more compatible with the Orange Pi that is the brain of that. And also, so it's easier for the user to do, updates through like a more just flash and go type of style of updating. So it's not running mainline Clipper, but it is running a forked version of Clipper 11, and they've disclosed all their sources, so it is, you're still good to go there. But it's not like you're running like the newest version of mainline Clipper because they forked some stuff. Part of that is the load cell stuff. All the programmy, sciencey stuff is available on their GitHub. So, how's the Nighthawk been so far? Working great. Working great. Let the A-nut crash into the battery. Well, what I want to try and do tomorrow is failure scenarios. So like thermal runaway and whatnot. I want to see, what kind of normal scenarios we can do printing with it that may cause it to. Open Task Manager, go to Details, select your slicer, and right-click on it, select Set Affinity, make sure all processors are unchecked. Okay, so go there. Okay, so you guys can watch that while I do that. Where's Details? Performance, app history. Where's Details? Details. Oh my god. Set affinity. Uncheck all of them. Okay. It won't let me. Oh. It won't let me uncheck all of them. If I uncheck all of them, I can't hit OK. Unless it's supposed to be like that. Is it supposed to be like that? You don't check one or two. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, so let's try this. Test manager. So I'll set it for like details. Set affinity. Okay. Oh, geez, I have a lot of. I forgot this is a. I forgot this. This has quite a few. Okay, 1 or 2. There we go. 1, 2. I'm like, this is a 3700X. I have 8 cores in this. There you go. 1 or 2. Okay. So now, let me re-slice this and see if it wigs out again. Slice. Okay. So it's slicing. It's slicing. It's slicing. It's slicing. Camera's not freaking out. Oh wow, camera didn't freak out this time. Sweet. There we go. Sweet. Camera didn't wig out. There we go. Awesome. Everyone, golf claps in chat for Christopher, our resident tech support. The more cores you leave free, OBS system. Well, OBS doesn't use the GPU for encoding, or doesn't use the CPU. Like, according to OBS, I'm using 0.2 of my CPU. Somehow we have 446 people here. Hi, everyone. Hi. Like the smash button. Enter to win some filament from Polymaker. We got 15 minutes left in the stream. And then we're gonna call it there because wifey's gotta go to work. What do you prefer on lead screws? Grease with PTFE or oil with PTFE? I use a jug of white lithium that I've had for 5 years. It's lead screw. Peanut butter will work. Well, okay, don't actually use peanut butter, but I like grease. I like grease. Grease is thicker, it lasts longer than oil. I don't like using oil on my printers. I prefer grease, even packing bearings and whatnot. EP2. Yeah, EP2 might be a little thick, or not EP2. NLG2 is, or EP2 is NLG1, I think. I don't. I've got. This is Mobilith synthetic grease from Mobil 1. It's the official lubricant of NASCAR. It's an NLGI 1.5 white lithium grease. I'd read you the information in English, but I've cut it off already because I've used up a good chunk of it. But this is like my go-to. I need grease. So I've used this for like the CNC and everything. It works. Peanut on the ANET A8 for. Well, the problem is you'd have to pack the bearing, so I'd have to take it apart, and nobody wants to take that apart again. Part of balanced breakfast. I am hungry. All I've had today was like 2 Eggos. Although I got up late today. The little guy didn't have school today, so I woke up late. I'm like, oh shoot, I got a stream today. I got to get that set up. I forgot today's an early day. What are we printing? Just a bunch of generic test models, so we can get a baseline on this machine, make sure everything's good before we go ahead and rip the brain out of it and put the new controller in. Because we're going to turn this into a 3.5. Never have dry metal driving dry metal. Nope. And if you got to have metal on metal, make sure they're dissimilar metals. Otherwise, you're going to gall like crazy. I mean, peanut butter, okay, let's be honest here. Peanut butter has oils in it. You probably could use peanut butter as some sort of lubricant, but it probably wouldn't last long. Also, I refuse to use nothing but the Scotch tape that is on the ANET until it fails. Bacon grease. I do have bacon. I do need to cook a steak in Toasty Boy at some point. Yeah, we got to do that. Lard on your lead screws. I mean, you know, didn't they do that shit back during the Industrial Revolution? Or no, that was like whale oil, wasn't it? Peanut butter protects the machine from being stolen with somebody with peanut butter. That's why I haven't done anything peanut with the cocoa press. I don't want to contaminate the machine because I printed stuff for neighbors and family and whatnot, and I don't want to cross-contaminate it with peanut butter. Voron air fryer one. That a Mark IV? No, it's a Mark III S Plus, but soon it'll be a Mark 3.5. But for now, we're just doing some test prints just to get it. Make sure it's all working before we rip the brain out of it. So have you managed to remove supports using one of the printed Nerf blasters yet? I haven't really tried. I don't think I have any prints with support on it that I could try it with. No. No. I am hungry though. I think I have some beef noodles. Yeah, I think I still have some beef noodles with mashed potatoes. Do you have to reprint the Prusa's plastic parts with ABS stuff in an enclosure? I don't plan on it, but I probably will end up doing it. So the plan is, you ready? You ready? You do it without printing the new parts. You put the PETG Prusa in an enclosure and start printing ABS, and when it fails, then you make a video upgrading it to ABS parts. Because the first thing that Prusa is going to do once I put it in the enclosure is print its ABS parts. Setting affinity. Okay. Shortcut, modify your params. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, I'm not going to bother. Content. Exactly. Exactly. Always be doing content. Except when you're not doing content. PETG as an interface layer. Yeah, that's the thing. PETG for PLA supports. Or using PLA with PETG support. Hey, I heated the fat rig. Is the heater on, because you got a 500, is that heater is it just one heater? Or is it multiple heaters? It's just one big heater on that thing, isn't it? Do I use ASPLA for ASA supports? No, usually I just print the supports in the same material. Single 1600 watt heater, jeez. How many amps does it draw? Yes. All the amps. Make sure you put the PWM thing in there so your lights don't flicker. It's a hair dryer. 13.5 amp, jeez. That's a lot of juice. Single 20 amp circuit. Yeah, if you're on a 20, like when I finish the garage out here, there's a reason like I added 20 amp circuits. So like I've got two separate 20 amp circuits to run all the printers on. So everything's on its own thing. Well, mostly. The only thing is I did realize I screwed up a little bit. because I have to have the computer on one of the 20 amps. I should have put the computer on the existing 15 amp. So I have 3 circuits in this garage. I have the existing 15 amp circuit, which is what the original wiring in this garage was. Then I added 2 20 amp circuits with a whole bunch of plugs. So one of the 20 amp circuits is on this wall and is basically for these printers. The other one is this wall for anything I plug in over here. But I'm kind of realizing I should have put one of the 15 amps also over here for just the computer. So that way, you know, if I'm playing with a printer on this desk, I'm part of the 20 amp circuit that the printer computer's on. So that way, if I were to pop a breaker, I wouldn't take out the computer too. So. Can't you add a break in? The seal is still open? I'd have to run it through the walls, and the walls are all insulated. It'd be a pain. And then I also have to add the 20 amp or a 220 volt plug out here for the CNC at some point. What color green is it? It is Jesse Premium PLA Green Slime Glitter PLA. Get a UPS for the computer? I might. It's never been an issue. It's because here's the thing: if the power goes out, usually the I lose all my internet too. So love the green. It is a nice green. It's not shiny. It's not like a bright green. It's almost like a lime. Not. I don't know. It's more subdued. I like it. I think it'll show off any imperfections. I want to use something so that when we compare the before the upgrade and after the upgrade, we could see a bit more. So, am I going back to Rocky Mountain? I am going to Rocky Mountain. Oh man, I'm eepy. It's not Rat Red Green. No, it's not Rat Red Green. It's Jesse Premium Green Slime Glitter. Although you don't really see a lot of glitter in it, which is good. Okay, are we gonna do a giveaway? Let's do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway. Got 6 minutes to enter for the giveaway. UPS on network. I need to get one of those. Well, here's the thing. My internet box, like the box that the fiber comes in, is in one room. And then that connects via Ethernet to my router, which is in another room, which is also on the same, that one, my router's on a UPS because it's not plugged into the same thing my server is plugged into, my Unraid server. So that's on a UPS. I was wondering where this went. So that's on a UPS, but my actual, where the internet comes in, the actual internet router itself for the fiber isn't on a UPS because it's in another room. So I'm tempted to buy a very small UPS just for that. The modem. Yeah, there you go, the modem. So I may just buy a really small UPS just for the modem. So at least that doesn't go out when the power goes out. Because my router actually stays up for a decent amount of time. Because I have my Unraid server that if the power's out for 5 minutes, it just shuts down. It just shuts down. But after the computer shuts down, my router stays up for quite a bit. It's just, there's no point in it being up when there's no internet. Because wow, I can't access anything because the server's down. But luckily our power doesn't really go out that often here. Buy an extra breaker for your table. There are cables with integrated breakers. They're cheaper than a UPS. Oh yeah, that's what I got. I got the little things. Twice in the last 5 years. There you go. DIY UPS is always kind of worry me a little bit, unfortunately. Like, I know it's not a huge deal, but PoE. I don't know if I could run PoE, if my modem can run off PoE. I have PoE. I have a PoE injector because my Ubiquiti router out here in the garage and the switch, that is PoE. So that's running off PoE. How often do you have power outs? Not often. Every couple of months. Like about once every 2 to 3 months we have a power flicker. And then every like 4 to 5 months, the power might go out for like a little bit, but usually that's like a really bad storm or like somebody hits a telephone pole type thing. MNSI modems don't support PoE. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it didn't because I remember looking it up. I think I can get like a 12-volt power supply though for it. Okay, we got 3 minutes to do the giveaway. So if you haven't entered, you got 3 minutes. Usually a fair bit of outage. Not really. Like most of the time it's weather related. Like if we get a really bad windstorm and it takes out a line, like, yeah. Like power flickers every couple of months. The power just flickers. And then every now and then, like the last time it went out, a transformer blew. Like if our power goes out, it's because something broke usually. Like a transformer blew or we have a really bad winter storm. MNSI, yeah, oh yeah, MNSI. Yeah, I've got MNSI fiber. 1 gig down, 1 gig up. It's great, I love it. Are you lying above ground? No, all our stuff's buried, although a lot of the connection stuff is above ground. So it's like everything in my subdivision's buried, but like the power coming to my subdivision is above ground, the big towers and whatnot. Okay, so if you didn't enter, for the filament, you will have another chance tomorrow, because tomorrow's Saturday, and we'll be doing the Saturday night stream. So I asked you what is your favorite color, and somebody told me they like trains, so that's good to know. Okay. This is a Prusa 3. We're upgrading to a 3. Give me a number between 3 and 5. I need a number between 3 and 5. I need a number between 3 and 5. 4. That's a number between 3 and 5. 4. Round and round she goes. Where she stops, the computer already knows. It knows all. It knows everything. I'm scared. RS Makes. Congratulations, RS Makes. Let me just find you on the list here. F3. RS Makes. There we go. Congratulations. So you will get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament from Polymaker. So, yay. Okay, so I think we're going to call it there. Short stream today, just a quick print and chill. We will be doing the upgrade series on this next Friday. So next Friday, we're going to be upgrading this from a Mark III to a Mark 3.5. So that will be next Saturday stream, and then we'll rerun the exact same prints with the new slicer settings that the Mark 3.5 allows because it has input shaping. And then we'll see how much time difference and print quality difference we get with that upgrade. So I might do a couple more test prints during the week, but I can't print too much because I need to do everything on the same spool of filament to keep it consistent. So we're gonna call it there. So shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament we gave away this stream and every stream. Link for them and more in the video description. Also shout out to Prusa for sending me this Mark III and the upgrade kit and the enclosure that we're going to be using in future videos and live streams for projects. So shout out to Prusa there. I do have a link in the description. I think it's an affiliate link for Prusa. I've never actually checked, but I do have one down there. So I don't know, go check it out. And then for those that donated to the stream, gifted memberships to others, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. I would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make it all possible, so cheers. So we're gonna call it there. I'm gonna go make some din din, and I shall see you tomorrow night for ANET shenanigans. Goodbye.